This is another important pigeon, Steve. He's a very old pigeon. He's from 2001. So we've been advised not to put him in the auction because he's too old, really. He's almost 12 years, well, he's 12 years old next year. And he has missed a few eggs this year. He's starting to miss some eggs. Although the last 3 rounds, they've been full. But we cannot guarantee him. So really, it's better that we don't sell him. Because I think you only have people disappointed when they get him. If he travels a long way.
Not only that, like you said, Les, sometimes you've been bonded to your lofts for many years. Sometimes you move them and they pack all together.
Yeah.
Especially at that age, they seem to pine and they won't produce wherever they go.
Well, that's what that also what he does. And I don't think maybe next year he might not even fill for us. No. He's already missed a few this year. We call him ADONIS. He's the father of Playful, and he's the father of Hercules. But he's also the father from a pigeon called the Promise. The Promise won first provincial as a yearling from 44,240 birds. She also won first provincial from Crail from 25,745 birds. He also is the father of a pigeon called Vivaldi. Vivaldi won some minor prizes with big birdies, but he bred a pigeon called Mona Lisa, who won a first provincial from Strombeek from 23,022 birds. Then he come to England, and in 3 different lofts, he has given first open combine winners. So for us, he is a real superstar. He's been with us now 5, 6 seasons. And every year he's given us something special. There are many, many of his children in our auction. I think there's about 8 or 9 of his children in the auction. All young, no old ones. And he was coupled with Miss Magic, and he really was a special pigeon. But again, Steve, what you'll notice, if you had your eyes closed, and we give you this pigeon, you would think you were handling Alexander. He's exactly the same. The same build, the same muscle.
Yeah, well, that's because, Les,
the same wing.
You did say everything you fetched in, and Ray will probably agree with me, you fetched the same stamp of pigeons. Yeah. And that's only what you want in your loft.
It's a funny story because of our friendship with this pigeon was at Peter Van Merwe's. But because it wasn't Peter's sort, he had his own line. There's a different line. He wanted to sell it. So he asked us, could we sell it for him in England? And when we got him, we thought, oh, yeah, for sure we can sell it to us. So we bought it because he had everything we were looking for in the pigeons. And we all had a little bit of the Primavera line in our loft that had done very, very well for us. Yeah. We bought a pigeon from Peter Van Merwe from his nest sister that already bred us, give us first prizes in the Fed. So when these 2 pigeons, him and his sister, came up for sale, we bought them both. And I think it was a lucky day for us because he's been a real super pigeon. Well, he's a real superstar when you consider what the breed is, and he has also the line of Koopman in him on his father's side. On his mother's side, he's a direct son from Primavera. On his father's side, his father comes from he's a son of Zitter.
Beautiful pigeon, this.
He also has the line of Eric, the superstar from Koopman.
He's got everything in him, what he wanted a pigeon.
You'd never get another pigeon like him. He's an absolute one-off.
Brilliant.
Once in a lifetime pigeon, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, you see his ring, Steve, he's from 01. You wouldn't know it by handling, all his body's still there. But we never let him rear youngsters. He hasn't reared a youngster for 4 or 5 years. He only ever, we move the eggs from him all the time to try and keep his longevity.
This pigeon into 14. Grandfather, granddaughter, that'll do me.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is another real good performance hen. Should we call her Katie? Katie, after my daughter. Her mother is a nest sister to Adonis, the super son of Primavera. As a youngster, this hen won the first prize in the Federation against 1,111. She was also second in the Federation to Miss Magic as a youngster. As a yearling, she was second against 4,074 birds. 2 weeks later, she won a first from 3,805 birds from 228 kilometres. 1 week later, she won a second from 5,999 birds, again from 228 kilometres. And she's also bred a daughter called Highline, that's also been first from 4,700 and third from 6,300. So again, 2-3 generations, they're reproducing themselves. Again, which is important for us. So again, is the line of the Primavera, the same line as Adonis. Again, a performance pigeon and the producer. And only again from 2007, She only raced as a youngster and as a yearling. And after that, like I said, we had to move location, so she never raced again.
She's like a mother, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
She's out of...
She's a mother's a sister to that Adonis.
Yeah. You can see he's to that
yeah,
one pigeon.
is.
If you look at the eye and everything and that, there's a lot.
Well, you notice when we put that line onto the Merlin line, they've always been successful. And when we coupled her with a son from the Merlin pair to breed Highline, that wins first 4,000, third 6,000.
Yeah.
That was what coupled to a son of the Merlin pair. It's a very, very good cross. Very good.
Yeah.
They complement each other really, really well.
And also has a Koopman pigeon.
Yeah, she has a lot of Koopman lines in her. The Zitter and the Eric. The old line of Koopman.
Beautiful pigeon though, Les. Obviously, she must have been special in first place because you wouldn't have named her after your own daughter.
No, no.
Would you? You know, it's got to be special to be...
My daughter talks a lot and she calls a lot, that's why you got called Katie. This is a pigeon, again, we bought in 2003 at one of our own auctions. An early introduction from Peter van der Meubel. Peter, we really admired Peter's performances. I don't think, you know, you have to be a fool to ignore his performances. And he's only a young guy. He works for a living, you know, he's not at home all day. And his performances were phenomenal. And we were allergic to his performances. We went there, we tried to talk him into having an auction, but he's a very shy guy, Peter. He's not very commercial. And we had to really coax him into having an auction. And again, we learned a lot about his pigeons. And he had a really good line from the brothers DeWitt, the old Jansen line of De Clack. And he coupled it with a line of Horman and Tournier. They really were good pigeons. And the best of them was he had a hen called Gwen. She was a national ace pigeon. She bred a national winner. Well, she's actually bred 2 national winners. She's grandmother of national winners. Against up to 30,000 birds. So this cock was in the sale, and he was from the best of the DeWitt line, which is the blue crack, and a direct son of Gwen. So we thought it was important. He's grown a little bit now, but as a younger pigeon, he wasn't so big, was he?
No, he had a small body.
But he has a little bit of length, which we were looking for because the Merlin line are real short pigeons. And we wanted a little bit of length, so we bought him purposely to go with the Merlin line. And we've coupled it with different lines, and every single line he's been successful with. We can honestly say that every year of his life, he's bred a first prize winner. No matter which end he's been paired to, he's bred a first prize winner. He has bred first Open Combine winners, gold medal winners, RPA award winners, and especially when the weather is like this. The day his son won the gold medal and the RPA award, it was a day exactly like this with a north wind. There were real big gaps between everyone's pigeons, and he won it by a big margin, his son. That was the biggest combine in the northwest, the Lancashire Combine. A very prestigious race. His son won it. But no matter what we seem to pair him to, Steve, he's bred winners. We put him on the Primavera line. He's the father to Katie, the hen we just had the last. That's the actual father to Katie. So although he bred winners with different ends up to combine level, he's bred Katie, which wins first against second 5,999 and first 3,805. She's breeding winners. This is her father. But he's a pigeon. Everyone likes to have pigeons off when they come to the loft, because every year of his life he's bred first prize winners, and his children are breeding winners for lots of different people. He's not really. We don't keep many children from him, Steve, because if we're dead honest, we don't like black pigeons.
Yeah.
It's not a prejudice, but we like blues and checkers. But luckily for us, he breeds a lot of blues and checkers, not so many blacks.
Well, I do believe in the Peter van der Meer pigeons anyway, Les.
There
is blacks, but there is blues and checkers in them.
Oh, a hell of a lot, yeah, there is, yeah.
The chook blues and checkers, it's prone for the actual breed of the family of the pigeons.
But the tribute to that pigeon is Peter van der Meubel has ordered youngsters back from him for his own loft.
Yeah.
So we've actually sold, if you like, sand to the Arabs. We're selling pigeons now back to the guys in Holland who we bought pigeons from originally, which is a nice thing for us.
Class pigeon though, as this one is.
Oh, the thing is, what you got to remember, Steve, is he's from 2003. We bought him as a youngster, and for us to have him 9 years says a lot about the pigeon.
Oh yeah.
But in 9 years, we can be honest, we've been through a lot of pigeons. A lot of pigeons have been through our hands.
Absolutely.
But he's always stayed with us.
Beautiful pigeon.
Fucking that is when they're busy at the fucking prime.
This has been a very, a real good line for us. One of the very first lofts we visited when we got the magazines, Bertie Campage from Zutphen was in his heyday in the early 90s. And he had a team of 13 pigeons only. And in that year, with 13 pigeons, he became the middle distance champion loft of all Holland and the sprint champion loft of all Holland in the same year in the WSDB or the W8ZB, which something we've never seen before. And we've studied a lot of magazines. We've never seen it before, we've never seen it since. So we went to his loft that year, the year when he'd done all his winning, and we bought from them 13 pigeons. They had 5 superstars within them 13, and we got direct children from all 5 of them. The two main cocks were Wonderboy 05 and Wonderboy 06, which went to Evic and Aya Camp and his dad's hands for a lot of money. But they bought them 2. But we bought brothers and sisters to the Wonderboys and direct children from the Wonderboys. And she stems from that line. She's 2 generations from them. We call her Marvelous because she really is marvellous. She's a winner herself. We have 5 different children, all with multiple first prizes. First Federation, First Open Combine. But better than that, we have direct children from her who are among our best breeders. One of her daughters, which is called Glamour Girl, is one of our best breeding hens. She breeds with 5 Federation winners. So she's grandmother to over 5 First Federations as well. So again, underlying our policy, our pigeons have to reproduce themselves. But no matter what line we put her on, the Merlin line, the Van der Merwe line, the Primavera line, she breeds winners. But she's an exceptional pigeon. Oh, she's had a shite.
She's what?
She's had a shite.
What's she?
You can have it now. But she has an exceptional feather quality, Steve, an exceptional
Not only
balance.
that, one thing, even though she's like a different strain, a pigeon, like we've previously mentioned, is that the same stamp here.
Yes,
all
yeah.
the pigeons what I've handled are also the same stamp, even though there's might be 2 or 3 different breeds.
Yeah.
All combined into one family, but she's just basically same as what I've previously handled in the other family.
With the line of Bertie Campher, Steve, we were really impressed with his pigeons. They would, even to this day, and when we're talking now, we went to Bertie's, what year did we go first? 90, early 90s, early 92, 93 we first went to Bertie's. I don't think there's been a loft of pigeons yet since that impressed us as much as his did. Not just his performances, his pigeons were just beautiful pigeons. We've been back since with Bertie's and bought other pigeons, and they've been really successful. We had a super cock called Cammy, we called it Cammy after Campus. And he bred national winners, he bred Federation winners, Combine winners, national winners into Wales. It really was a really, really good line. But she is, without doubt, the best of them.
It's beautiful. And it's that good one you're looking for, isn't it, Les?
Yeah, she would
it's
call her
that
Marvelous.
special one from each family into your own best of your other breeds to form your own family. It's the best ones you're looking for. That what?
Yeah, well,
that what you don't. Nobody wants to sell.
Yeah.
Well, she's never been for sale. You know, we bred her ourselves, and she's never been for sale.
No.
We want to mention this pigeon to you, Steve, because again, it's an important hen. Once again, we bought it at our own auction in 2003. We're going back all them years ago. But we went to the loft of Henry van Venrooy in a place called Deurne in Holland. Henry only had a small team of pigeons, but he had a lot of direct Jansons. And it was one of the only lofts we could find that was still racing and producing performance pigeons from the very old Jansen line. And we've always been a big fan of the Jansen pigeons, really. So, without disrespecting the old Jansen line, they wasn't performing anymore. Although they still had good pigeons, we wanted performance pigeons. So we went to Henry's, and we were really impressed. And again, we talked Henry into having an auction in England. And he sent, I think he sent about 46, 48. Yeah. And we bought 8 of them. We had them in our loft a long time. We picked them up in early June. So we had them a long time, and we were really impressed with them. They were really fantastic pigeons. So we bought 8 of them, and 7 from the 8 were Federation winners. But she was the best of them. We call her Henrietta 36. After Henry, of course, Henrietta. One of the first youngers we bred from her was with the Blackcock, Shadow. He won an RPRA award, won it at Redemption. That's the cock that come on a really bad day. This is the mother from it. But once again, Steve, you know, although she has 100% Jansen bloodlines, the old line of Jansen, the Voss line of Jansen brothers, She's produced winners every year of her life, and many other fanciers have had youngsters from her and got back to us and told us of their success with her line. She's a super pigeon. But once again, when you get Steve, it's just the exact same shape, the same wing, the same structure. It's never a totally different line of pigeon, but exactly the same stamp. She's one of our best hens. Again, one thing we've got to say in the auction, we're going to give 2 youngsters for free with every older pigeon to prove that from this year, to prove that they're all fertile. And she will have 2 youngsters with her in the auction, bred from her.
She's class, this one, Les.
She's been a very good pigeon, Steve.
It's like you said, you bought 8, 7 of them's bred first federation winners, and this is the best pigeon of the 8 in total. And that's like I said to the previously slated what I've handled earlier. It's that best one you're looking for.
Yeah, she was the best of this.
You form around the best ones of any family, form your own family of the same type and balance, and you're not going to go far wrong in life, are you?
We had 8, we killed one quite quickly, didn't we? One of them became evident it was no good. We lost every youngster from it. So we killed him, and we kept the other 7. They all bred first prize winners, but she bred the most consistent amount of winners.
She's like...
And it didn't matter what we paired her to, she bred first prize winner with every cock. So for us, she was the main one. And it's proved it, you know, over the years, the children, the grandchildren have been superb.
But it's proved our good and all. I mean, we're talking old 3 pigeon, I do believe.
Yeah, yeah.
You're talking 9-year-old.
Yeah.
As an hen, you don't keep anything 9 year, you know, unless they're exceptional.
Her grandchildren, 2 years ago, won the 3 counties combine from the 800 kilometres and won an RPRA award. That's her grandson for Wolverhampton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was out of her son. She's a pigeon called Highline. She's a daughter of Katie, and her father is a son of the Merlin pair, a pigeon called Malfoy. She won a first prize in the Fed from 3,800 or 4,700. 4,700, and she was 3rd combine again from 6,003. I think it was 6,331. We call her a high line because every time she comes from a race, she's on a really high line. She comes very high up. So she really likes to get up, no matter what the wind is, even when it's north wind, she comes high. She likes to get up there, but she's a really good pigeon. She'll come when it's really fast and she'll come when it's really slow. Doesn't seem to matter to her if the wind's in the south or the wind's in the north. She's always one of the early pigeons. She's a super hen. She's the hen we always had paired to Hercules. So because she was a racing hen, we didn't get much opportunity to breed from her. She's only a 2-year-old. She's only from 2010.
Class pigeon though.
Yeah, but we knew because of the class of 2010 and the class of 2011 yearlings that our future was really bright, because our yearlings this year in 2012 have really flew well, really fantastic.
So it's showing you the actual every year's got better for you.
Yeah, every year. I mean, we hear silly stories, don't we, now, that people say that we're saying our pigeons aren't as good as they used to be. Yeah. We have never had a better team.
I think they're better because Archie was telling me, my partner, Archie was telling me, he studied your results, and he says, is it the last 6 to 7 years, from the last 7 years to now, he studies all your results, he studies everything through Homing World. He said they've got a better pigeons now than they've ever had.
Yeah, we have.
He studied all the results, what you've done.
And we've moved 3 times.
And we've moved 3 times in them 7 years. In the last 7 seasons, we've won 261 first prizes.
Yeah. She's class though, beautiful. What I like in all, she's got
73 first feds in that time. Something like that.
It's like moving
yeah. Well, that's right. In the last 7 seasons, we won 261 first prizes.
Yeah.
That's with moving.
And that's 3 times moving.
That's why there's no all 1 to all.
It's not only that, like you said previously, well, you said earlier, you've not altered your management.
No.
As you've got better pigeons, it's made it to go into more history. It's made it easier for you.
The only thing what's disappointed us is the 4-bird limit, because it's the same for the pigeons.
I will mention that.
If you're not back in the first 4, even though they could have a 5th combine, like for instance, we've had 1st, 2nd and 3rd combine all on the same second, 4th a second after, 3 a second after, but they've got nothing, have they?
You know, we had a blue cock which comes through that Shaley line. It was a son of that Shayla. And 3 different times, even in one race, there was nearly 7,000 in that race, wasn't there? Yeah. We had 5 pigeons. The first 3 people was on 1 second, and the next 2 was on the next second. So we took the first 4 in the race, Well, that pigeon had the same velocity as the pigeon with 4th open combine.
Get up for it.
Didn't get a f***ing card.
No.
But I'd done it 3 times, that pigeon. It was 7th the week after, or 9th the week after that, and got f*** all. Never got a card.
But where you see in these positions where the people, where the pigeons would have got a bit behind, it was like 14th combine. You don't get that no more.
No.
If you don't, once your 4 pigeons are up it, you've gone, haven't you?
See, if we could time all our pigeons, Steve, we could be showing you pigeons now. It's had a 9th combine 6,000, it's had a 7th combine 4,000,
Yeah, but
it's had a 15th, which are
people
good
need to look
positions.
at, people like to look at that with birdage,
But it's
especially
still
if
good
you're buying
position.
pigeons.
Steve, that's still good performances. But we can't do that no more because our first 4 birds in the first 10, you can't mention it because they're not on the result. They're not even on the result. So it just gets, it becomes farcical, to be honest. Doesn't it?
Well, there's other people getting prizes. What don't really? They don't. Well, it's the pigeons not gained that performance.